This is not a story about luck. It is not a fairy tale of sudden wealth. This is the story of scale, of patience, of power built piece by piece. This is the chronicle of Aliko Dangote. Long before factories, before ships, before billion-dollar balance sheets, there was trade. Aliko Dangote was born into the Dantata family, a name that once functioned like a bank, a supply chain, and a reputation system combined. His great-grandfather, Alhassan Dantata, controlled trade routes stretching from Kano to the coast of Ghana. Ground nuts, cattle, kola nuts, gold, textiles, no contracts, no courts, only trust. This was the Kifenti system, credit backed by honor. And when Alhassan Dantata died in 1955, he left behind what was then one of the largest private fortunes in West Africa. Aliko Dangote inherited more than money. He inherited a way of thinking. As a child in Kano, Aliko didn't just watch business, he was tested by it. His grandfather, Sanusi Dantata, would give him small sums of money. Buy something, sell it, come back and explain the profit. Not how much he made, but why. Margins, percentages, velocity. At school, while others memorized lessons, Aliko sold sweets, biscuits, and essentials to classmates, cutting out middlemen before he even knew the word. By the time he reached government college, Birnin Kudu, he had learned a simple truth. Where there is inconvenience, there is opportunity. In 1973, while many chased Europe or America, Dangote chose Al-Azhar University in Cairo. It wasn't just education, it was observation. He studied how Egyptian families moved commodities, and more importantly, how they turned trade into industry. Factories, refineries, meals. By the time he graduated in 1977, one thing was clear. Trading makes money, but manufacturing makes power. Lagos in 1977 was unforgiving. With an N500,000 loan from his uncle, Dangote entered the city not to compete, but to overwhelm. Cement from Thailand, sugar from Brazil, rice from Asia. His advantage wasn't price, it was logistics. While others waited for ships, Dangote chartered them. While others trusted ports, he stood there himself at dawn, preventing theft, enforcing speed. He built private trucking fleets, controlled distribution, crushed costs through volume. By 1990, Dangote Group dominated trade, but then came a brutal lesson: foreign exchange volatility, currency devaluation, margins evaporating overnight. And Dangote realized something dangerous. If you don't own what you sell, you don't control your future. In the 1990s, Nigeria was not friendly to factories. Power failures, broken roads, bureaucracy. Dangote built anyway. The Obajana cement plant was not just a factory, it was a rebellion. He secured land, negotiated with communities, built roads, schools, water systems. Then came the impossible part. He financed a 50-kilometer gas pipeline, privately, no shortcuts, no half measures. When Obajana opened, it wasn't small. It was one of the largest cement plants on earth, and he kept expanding because Dangote does not build to survive. He builds to dominate. Sugar followed the same pattern. First, refine, then plant, then own the land. Dangote Sugar wasn't just a company, it was an ecosystem. Flour mills, pasta plants, salt, tomato paste. Every move followed one rule: control the source, control the process, control the market. With Dangote Cement listed in 2010, capital met ambition. Tanzania, Ethiopia, Senegal, Congo. Each plant wasn't just business, it was diplomacy. Dangote didn't arrive as a foreign investor. He arrived as infrastructure, saving foreign exchange, creating jobs, replacing imports. Slowly, quietly, he became a geopolitical actor. Then came the ultimate challenge: Nigeria, rich in oil, importing its fuel. To Dangote, this was madness. So he bet everything. Swamps turned into land, billions raised, modules shipped across oceans, delays, criticism, pandemics. The refinery became a national obsession, and in 2024, diesel flowed, not just fuel, proof. Aliko Dangote is not loud. He is methodical, obsessive with data, relentless with time. He wakes before dawn, reads reports, demands precision, frugal in life, extravagant in vision. Family matters, succession looms, loss has shaped him. Yet he continues. With scale comes suspicion, monopoly accusations, forex privilege claims, political proximity. Dangote denies favoritism. Critics remain unconvinced. But one truth is undeniable. No one builds at this level without friction. Dangote changed the question from how do we import to how do we build. He proved Africa can operate at global scale, that private capital can build public infrastructure, that industry is destiny. Aliko Dangote did not just build companies, he built possibility. And the story is not finished.